Miracles before Pharaoh and all the miracles of the Exodus till the death of Aaron and Moses. Plagues of Egypt. God sent 10 plagues upon Egypt to force Pharaoh to release the Israelites. Aaron cast down his staff before Pharaoh, and it became a serpent. Pharaoh's magicians did the same, but Aaron's serpent swallowed theirs. Aaron stretched his staff over the Nile, and all the water in Egypt turned to blood. Fish died, and the river became undrinkable. Then frogs covered the land, infesting homes and fields. After this, Aaron struck the dust with his staff, and gnats or lice covered people and animals. The Egyptian magicians failed to replicate this, admitting it was the finger of God. The fourth plague. Dense swarms of flies filled Egyptian homes, but did not enter the land of Goshen, where the Israelites lived. A severe disease struck Egypt's livestock, killing them, but Israel's livestock was unharmed. Moses then took soot from a furnace and threw it into the air, causing painful boils to break out on the Egyptians and their animals. Moses stretched out his staff, and a storm of hail and fire destroyed crops and livestock, except in Goshen. The eighth plague. Moses stretched out his staff, and locusts covered the land, consuming all vegetation. The ninth plague. A thick darkness covered Egypt for 3 days, except in Goshen. The 10th plague and final plague. At midnight, the firstborn of every Egyptian household died. Israelites who placed lamb's blood on their doorposts were spared. Miracles during the Exodus. God parted the Red Sea. The Israelites crossed on dry ground, and when the Egyptians pursued, the waters returned, drowning Pharaoh's army. At Marah, Moses threw a piece of wood into the bitter water, and it became drinkable. God sent manna, bread from heaven each morning and quail in the evening to feed the Israelites in the wilderness. Moses struck a rock with his staff, and water flowed out for the Israelites. As long as Moses held up his hands, Israel prevailed in the battle against Amalek. When he lowered them, Amalek prevailed. So Aaron and Hur supported his hands, ensuring victory. God descended on Sinai with thunder, lightning, smoke, and a trumpet sound. All Israel became frightened. God wrote the commandments on stone tablets. When Moses descended, his face shone with divine glory. Punishment for the golden calf. Moses ground the golden calf into powder, mixed it with water, and made the Israelites drink it. The Levites then executed 3,000 idolaters. Miracles in the wilderness. Scene 2, Fire of Judgment at Taberah. Fire from Yahweh consumed the outskirts of Israel's camp due to their complaints. After God sent quail, he struck the greedy Israelites with a deadly plague. Miriam was struck with leprosy for opposing Moses. After Moses prayed, she was healed in 7 days. Korah's rebellion. The earth opened and swallowed Korah and his followers. Aaron's staff miraculously budded, proving his priesthood. Water from the rock at Kadesh. This miracle was performed by Moses, but disobediently. Moses struck the rock instead of speaking to it, and water came out. However, due to him not giving glory to God, God forbade him from entering Canaan. God sent fiery serpents to punish Israel. Moses made a bronze serpent, and those who looked at it were healed. Seeing the promised land before death. Before his death, Moses was allowed to see the promised land from Mount Nebo. Summary of Moses and Aaron's miracles. Total miracles 27. Key themes: deliverance, plagues, Red Sea crossing, provision, manna, quail, water from rock, judgment, Korah's rebellion, Miriam's leprosy, leadership proof, Aaron's budding staff, prophetic symbols, bronze serpent, foreshadowing Christ.